Okay. You can hear me now, right? Right? You guys can hear me? All right. Let me just post on Discord that I'm streaming. All right. Let's notify our stream. I mean our server. Copy text. I get to play my favorite. Yippee. You should buy more RAM. I'm working on it. You totally can't hear me? You should be able to hear me. Oh, I need this light to be on. All right, let's see. Still can't hear? Question mark. I hope you can hear me. I'm quite noisy, if I do say so myself. Oh, right, V-Bridger. I'm gaslight. Fuck! Fucking hell. You piece of shit. Alright. Let me get my tracking working. There's just a little bit of scuff right now, but, you know, we'll get it figured out. We'll get it figured out. Don't worry. Don't you worry your pretty little head. All right. Now. Deep breaths, everyone. Deep breaths. Run game ID will count as playtime on Steam. Ow. My face. All right. What's up? Also, one of my cousins who I'm close to is pregnant. I know! You're gonna have to start being a cool uncle. You said. Isn't that fun? Here's the thing. If you want to be the cool uncle, just be depressed. That's the best way to do it. You have to start drinking? Agreed. Honestly, and you should only drink like rum. Rum and sadness and get a DUI. Exactly. You know what's up. Put the animal in a cage. Okay. Game of the day is not Deltarune. It is Kerbal Space Program. No, that's Secan. KSB.exe. Don't admit that on stream, my guy. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, fuck. It's starting in full screen, which means... Give me a minute. It's starting in full screen. I'm going to have to set my graphics settings again. They're not when shit-faced. Yeah. Well, like, there is, like, a... weight to time frame ratio where, like, depending on your BMI or your general body mass, you can have certain amounts of alcohol in your system and then after a little while go and drive someone. But I'm a fucking lightweight, so those laws aren't typically relevant to me. Do. I hope you have been getting use out of the southern emote, which I am very proud of. It was not drawn by me. It was drawn by Mel. Mel is an absolute sweetie pie. And yeah. Fox was trying to encourage me to go onto Voop Chat and make some friends. And I was like, no, I have not gotten to stream Kerbal in like 2 weeks. I'm going to fucking kill someone if I don't get to stream Kerbal. Also, apologies, I'm a mouth breather today. I have a stuffy nose. It's just how it is today. And also, I'm pretty sure Jeb is just on Minmus. Hold on, I'm going to send you something to fix that. Okay, alright. I heavily recommend. I just got a notification from Discord of someone saying, let's go lesbians, which, you know what, I wholeheartedly agree with. Game. Please don't crash. Please. Please, dear God, do not crash. Alright, what is this? What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Visit site. What is this? Sinus rinse kit. Actually, that's probably smart. That's probably smart. Actually, now that I think about it. What are people doing in the Gooners? Oh my god, okay, that's pretty Kruger. Alright, so, first and foremost, let's fucking fix the video settings so that it's windowed so I can see chat while I play. Bring this down here. Oh god. I need to blow my nose. Don't use tap water with it. Use distilled water. I feel that. I feel that. Literally anything to get my nose to not feel like this. That should be good. Right about there. There we go. It'll be very weird for the first time. Trust me, I've done a lot of weird things to my nose. I think my grandma used to use those things on me because she got so pissed. She was just like, I cannot stand you having this sniffly nose. To space, load. All right. We're doing Kerbal. We're flying spaceships. We're renaming our Kraken drive. And I believe we're planning our next adventure. So, our next adventure should be as simple as land on Moho is my plan. Don't know if you can still do it on this version. Yeah. You can, yeah, you can still do 2 docking ports. What I have, here, let me load it up. What I have here is, here's my Kraken Drive 2. So this uses this layout, where the values on this are negative 360, 460, 0, and 0. Yeah, using a cal controller drive, because just like programming your craft to have infinite energy is really just the way to do it, you know? But I want to rename this from K-Drive to I admit defeat. If there's something where I can't get someone back or I can't do something, it will now be called K-Drive I admit defeat. Cuck Drive. Cuck Drive. And then we're going to open up K-Drive 2 and delete it. And then because it's oftentimes used for bullying, experiment 4 should be able to do a return trip from the, I swear to God, experiment 4. Okay, let's see. Let me just check something real quick. But you like to watch, shut the fuck up, buddy. All right, so we're going to go into the tracking station. I'll wait for the game to respond. And we're going to space station for fuel. No, we want to go to not the nuclear tug, Minmus Base 2. Fly. Has there been any news on KSA? Because I still really want to get my hands on that, or like any kind of early access to that game will make me nut my pants. Pre-alpha dropped, I think. I'll have to look at that. Okay, Minimus Base 1 probe. This is just a gas station. Probodyne experiment control. Stamp a draw. Oh, yeah. This one has Kimford and Johnbury. No Jeb. Where the fuck is Jeb? Where did Jeb go? Okay, astronaut complex. Active Kerbals assigned. Bill, Jebediah. Oh, Kerbal Station 0.1. All right, nice. Okay. Awoo.com. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna keep that page open so that I can get my hands on it. Ooh, I'm very excited about that. Okay. Let's load up experiment 4. Make a change to experiment 4 because there we go. That should be better. Okay, well, you know what? Shut the fuck up. I want to play my game. I want to send the kittens to space. All right. And I think that one of the things that this vessel needs more than anything is some landing clamps. Give them the clamps. All right. Save. Launch. More than 8 gigs of fucking RAM shaming me. You know what? Just for that, you don't get Southern. You don't get to have them. All right, ZT. And launch. God, I fucking love twin bore. Twin bore engines in this game are fucking great. There we go. Fine, fine, fine. You can have him back. Alright. Let me check my audio levels. Stage. Alright. Alright, let's see our map. Have a nice long angle here. Apoapsis is going up. I know, I'm so excited for Kitten Space Agency. Okay, let's get ready to deploy this part. Probably once we're at 5K, probably. Yeah. Okay, and now we're gonna wait and deploy very, very low atmosphere right now. Turn on our lights because Valentina deserves to be able to see. Maybe even do a little bit of science. Part, aim camera. Conduct a little material study, keep experiment. Oh, I missed my chance. Observe the goo. Retract, boom. We're going to set ourselves prograde. This is a damn unwieldy craft right now. Hi, Teo. We're just flying some spaceships. How are you doing? Look, it's Valentina. She's just enjoying flying our little spaceship. Okay, we're out of fuel now. Let's see. No, keep ourselves prograde. Toggle map. Check. Okay. First and foremost, we're dropping off. So we're staging. And then we're just going to let that slide out. I just had a weird exchange with an artist. What was it like? All right. And maneuver mode. You've been approached by artists asking for commissions? Yeah, I run into that a lot. It is very oftentimes a scam, which is really unfortunate. Okay, and then we're just gonna utilize this twin bore engine. And we're gonna try to circularize around 100. All right. Yeah, you are lucky you're already broke. Rhino engine, always great for circularization. Periapsis, and off. Set ourselves retrograde, I guess. I hate my currency on God, but it did kind of save your ass this time, didn't it? And then we're just going to try and get this value and this value about as close as possible. And that's a nice circular orbit. Yeah, no, I know it's real. Peso Argentino. Yeah. So, we're not doing nuclear tug, we're doing Kerbal Station 001. We have a very, very nice... Honestly, Kerbal Station is a little bit off. But let's see here. Add a maneuver. About opposite sides. We're just gonna go plus. There we go. There we go. Okay. 2 rotations of Kerbin should lead to a nice, close intersection. Still a bit of a rough separation. All right. And then hey, Satan, welcome. Gateway. I don't understand shit about KSP. It's just a gateway drug for aerodynamics. I mean, aerospace mechanics. Blah 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 blah. All right, our separation 2.1. Headspacey. Using me for some grounding. How are you doing? You busy with with school or... I kind of want to see you do a full solid rocket booster rocket. Ugh. Dark outside, brain no like. Yeah, I get that. Set to maneuver. And then I think I'm going to do something in settings real quick. World not real, brain gets scared. I understand. Thank you so much for the head pads. Head pads make world so pleasant. Okay, we're just gonna warp to our precious little node here. And it's gonna be a 6-second burn. Burn is gonna start in 1 minute. So let me just get a little sippy. Where's my water? Found it. Actually using the in-game music for once. Oh my goodness. Hey Shortline. Welcome. We are playing some Kerbal Space Program. What were you guys up to? How was your stream? Hi Shortline. K819. I love raids. Raids are wonderful. Trying out Kitten Space Agency demo? I'm going to probably do that on my next opportunity. Because I just found out that it's out. How is it? How's KSA? How is KSA? Okay, this is a 6-second burn. And there we go. That's about as close as we're going to get. And we're going to need to readjust our height trajectory when we intersect. Raids make deer happy. Got to go, Wi-Fi not happy. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's good, kind of jank, but good. Oh, I gotta try it. I'm gonna be real. The lack of at least 2 episodes of Dispatch came out. Will you play it? I don't think I'm going to be playing Dispatch. I'm so sorry. All right, and then we're going to go here, and we're going to set to slow-mo. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's revert our flight. Space going tonight. It's going very, very good. Yeah, the thing that scares me about KSA is because Teo, honestly, the problem that I run into is that, like, I don't stream enough nights to be able to play every game that I want to play. But I would very much love to play Dispatch. It seems like a wonderful game. But I'm just, like, I'm not in a position to be able to do it. And at the end of the day, I'm just a little guy who loves playing with his little space frogs. You know what I mean? Okay, gets us there, no problem. Nice clean early on the Okay. Early on the gravity turn, which means I believe we have a lot of good going on here. Should be really good. Thank you so much for the head pats, Minette. How have you been? Ooh, vessel is not the vessel is not enjoying holding its trajectory. But that's fine. Alright, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna hold this, and I am not an expert Kerbal player. I am still very new. You've been blah. Well, I hope you can be less blah in space, because space good, and blah bad. So. Turns out chronic pain is in fact be chronic and painful. Yeah, basically. Alright, let's see. It's a nice angle right now. Very slow raise on that. But that's how we want it. And we do still have the rhino stage. I'm gonna set that to standard warp before I fuck myself over again. It has been way too long since I played this game. Okay, and then we're just gonna hold this for a bit. Deploy. Shed off some of that weight. What's up? Oh, ooh. James the Duke Dog. Thank you very much for following. I'm a bit disappointed. I'm sorry. Still sitting at like a 71. Set prograde. Should be good. And we're just gonna let that get there. But thank you very much for the follow, James. It means a lot. Every single follow, every little bit goes a long way. Tell you what. Okay, and then just gonna start pushing this out. Get down this this mammoth engine so that we can do our more efficient circularization. Why was the doggo barking? Probably because someone was at the door. But yes, it was a doggo barking. That was Rosie. There are pictures of her in the cable biters section. Okay. Ooh. I gotta sneeze. I gotta blow my nose. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, guys. Forgot you had Discord? Yeah, here, let me just send you guys over. Anyone who hasn't joined the Discord, thank you. If you go check it out, it's a really terrible place, but we love it there. Okay, and so let's warp about here. We're gonna go prograde. And that feels about right. We're holding 12 seconds to apoapsis. Just barely going down. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Now it's going out again. And that should be... Show me. 85 to 80. I like that. I do like that. All right, we're gonna save. And again, we're gonna add a maneuver. Set prograde. And we're gonna go an additional rotation. And that should bring us a little bit closer. Ooh, that's nice. That's what we like to see. Okay. Now that the orange here is our closest pass going out, and the purple is our closest pass going in, we can pull back a little bit, try and get them a little bit closer to each other. Out again. There. And then you want to get that. Open the maneuver. Look at this. Separation. That's a good separation right there. Let me see what's going on my Discord. Awesome. Okay, that looks like a good... Let's just fine tweak this. And let's go 3.9, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, too much. That is probably about the best we can do. Three point two, and then we're gonna super fine tune this. No, that's the wrong way. And I think that's where we're gonna have to hold. And let's set ourselves to our maneuver. And we're gonna warp forward, and we're gonna execute this. And because this is a slow burn, okay, let's do fast forward to our maneuver. Warp. Get ever so closer. And when we hit this maneuver, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be meeting with the Kerbal Station's orbital distance. Their orbital trajectory, as we like to call it. One moment. All right, so we have just about matched here. It's a little bit off, so we can go retrograde, do a little bit of a burn, fine tweaking, and we can wait until we're just about there, and then we can go Alt and greater than, and we can go full slow-mo on our time warp. And see, these moments are such a fine adjustment. 11.543. We just want to wait until these are nice and lined up just how we want them. And we're currently going, we're dividing our time speed by 4, which means that, and we're burning our engines as low as possible, which means yeah, the number continues to drop. There we go. 4.5.4.3. And as they just line right up next to each other, that'll leave us with the lowest possible separation. And there. That should be good. That should be good. Whew. Everybody take a breath. Take a moment. Save. Overwrite whatever you gotta do. Just play the game, you know? Anyways. So, what we're doing... What we're doing right now is we're retrieving my good friend Jeb from the space station that is currently in orbit of Kerbal. All right. Let's just keep on going. Warp ahead. And then when we get here, we're going to want to meet with the orbital trajectory. So what we're going to do is we're going to slow time again, add a maneuver, and we just want to line these up. Ever so slightly. Just stay as close as possible. And we're just nudging the circle here back and forth. Ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Set to normal time. 40 seconds. That's enough time for a bite of pizza. All right. All right. $18, $17. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last. And we're going to remove that. And then, from here, what I want to do is, first of all, I want to pinpoint where my target is. So let's look target. There it is. Okay. Now we're gonna go a little bit on this direction. There we go. We just want to tug that prograde marker, the prograde marker that's right here, and we want to move it into the center of this. There we go. All right. And then, what we're going to want to do and honestly, I'm shocked that it hasn't shown up for me yet. Oh, I gotta sneeze. I'm trying not to sneeze, guys, I promise. I'm fucking trying. I'm gonna be real, guys, I can't even edge my sneezes right now. It's tragic. It's truly tragic. Maybe. If you don't sneeze, don't. Please, stop. Stop. Listen, guys, I'm not cute. Well, there it is. Oh, fuck. Okay. We have got to push back. I really fucked this up. Buddy, you have tits? That is irrelevant, actually. Thoroughly irrelevant. Okay. And okay. All right. Deep breaths. Here we go. Here's the space station. And all right. Let's get that. Keep the experiment. All right. We have a little bit of time. So, okay, it's somewhere over here. So it's about here. So let's try to bring this ooh. I accidentally fucking staged. That was terrifying. Okay, where's our closest point? The fact that they're basically perpendicular is a very good sign. There it is. All right. And then from here, what is the distance to our target right now? 0.8. Okay. Swap back. Okay. So we are going to transfer crew. Then crew report, transfer crew, cancel. Where is... All right, Jeb. And we're just gonna send him over to his little exceptional apprentice, who I believe has a higher astronaut rating now. There we go. And then we're just on a course to run into it. And then No need to waste more fuel than we need to. There we go. There we go. .5 meters per second is survivable. Kerbal range. We're gonna have to go to the other side, or actually, right here. That's where our entrance hatch is. Let's board. All right. This is like the one time NASA had an astronaut do an untethered EVA around the shuttle with a jetpack thingy. Then never did it again because it was obscenely dangerous. I know, right? Oh, that's good pizza. All right. All right. Now let's see here. Set ourselves retrograde. There were 3 untethered jetpacks missions, all in 1984. It didn't prove as useful as expected, plus it was sort of dangerous. Yeah, I feel that. Oh, by the way, let me just do this real quick. Alright, we're on the wrong orbital mode. We want to set it to orbital. And I have never actually landed this craft without using the the parachutes. So I think that this is a good time to experiment with that. And I think the best way to do it, unset our target. Okay. There we go. We want to be at our apoapsis. No. Let's just bring ourselves down ever so slightly till we're just barely in. Because honestly, I'm gonna head out now. See ya. Honestly, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. This is tons of fun. I just want to do a little slow ourselves on the atmosphere as much as possible. We have a ridiculous amount of delta V, so this is beyond possible. But it is going to be new for me. And let me see here. Hey, Malachi, why are you... Ow, ow, it's in my eyes. I swear to God. You guys never get any nicer, do you? Yeah, this includes all of our rockets. Hi, Malachi. I can't believe you sprayed all over me. You absolute freak. Ow, ow, hey, ow, ow. You're hitting Southern when you do that. I hope you know that. Thank you very much for the head pats. I know they're for Southern. I understand that everyone loves him more than they love me. And I'm okay with that, honestly. It truly does make up for it. Thank you very much, Malachi. Let's just go like so. Give it a nice aggressive burn when we get there. Node in T-13. Okay. All right. And we are going to burn in an attempt to get this as accurately as possible. 2, 1, 0. Now, even though we're using the twin bore, I mean not twin bore, the Rhino engine, which is extremely powerful and outputs a lot of force. That makes a big difference. Check. All right. Yeast. Okay. Welcome to the chat, Acorner. We are playing some Kerbal Space Program, retrieving Jeb from a space station that he's been on for a few weeks now, and it's about time that he comes home, and we send him to another terrible, terrible place. All right. Set ourselves retrograde. Actually, because we're going to be using Mech Jeb. Okay, well, like, leave me alone. And we are going to warp to atmospheric re-entry. We're bullying the deer for only having 8 gigabytes of RAM? Alright. Now, see here. You don't have to bully me for that. You could just very easily choose not to. Wouldn't that be nice? Alright. We are now in the atmosphere. And periapsis is in T-minus 2 minutes. Understood. I mean, that is typically what they do, is they just bully me. Don't ask what for, because there's nothing. They have no evidence. And all accusations are hearsay. We're actually pretty close to the desert launch site. That's interesting. Thermal station, go away. Don't call. All right, motherfucker. I'm gonna have to hit you with the grumpy, because you made me grumpy. I swear to God. Don't forget to add chlorine afterwards. Shut the fuck up. So it looks like our orbital speed is actually pretty high right now, but it's nothing that all of these parts can't handle at about 57 or 58. So I think we're going to wait until about 30 seconds. Let's go down to like T-minus 15. And we're just going to do a little burn. Wish me luck, guys. There we go. That should be very, very good. And this way we'll spend as much time as possible slowing down over over this very thin section of the atmosphere instead of gathering up heat in the lower sections. And now basically we just watch and wait. Don't forget to add chlorine afterwards, it's crazy. Let's see, right now, delta V. Delta V. Okay, let's just use MacJab. Vessel info. Vessel mass sitting at 65.497 tons, which is a lot right now, but I think most of it is these engines and fuel. Our interplanetary stage that we usually use. Also, I got a question for you guys. What do you want to see more? A Moho visit, or a Moho visit, or a solar relay? Because those have been two things that I've wanted to do for a very long time. There we go. I didn't say, I never said Drez. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck is a Drez? I don't know what you guys are talking about. You guys are talking about something called Address, and I don't. Is that a game? Is that like a franchise? All right, like I don't know. Sounds like something very fake and not real. Okay, we have some plasma gathering. I swear to God, you guys, you guys are so fucking dumb. I love it, but like, God. Okay, I'm gonna blow my nose. There we go. All right. Oh, this is a great time to run an atmospheric analysis. Yeah, reset. Log temperature? Nah. Alright, that should be enough. Science for now. And at this point, we're still in the 50k range. Let's burn retrograde. I want to try landing at the Space Center. Very nice. Okay. And I know that this looks a little bit off, but as we're going through the atmosphere of Kerbal, it's going to slowly, ever so slowly, head closer and closer to the Kerbal Space Center. Check our temperatures. Concerning amounts of plasma, but we're doing, I think, about as good as a sort of impromptu landing at the KSC will get us. Awesome. And this is really a lot of eyeballing in right now. And that is heat on. Don't worry about that. I just forgot to decouple that earlier. Okay. And there we go. So we're gonna undershoot it a little bit. Actually, by a lot. I hope that would be better. So radial out. There we go. All right. Come on, slow down. Slow down. Click on waves next to altitude. Okay, there we go. Thank you. There we go. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's my bad. That's on me. The landing ever, thanks. I know it's not the best. But you know what? It really could be way worse. Open these little doors. Close these. And then we're going to switch this back to standard physics time warp. Close it out. Perfect. No trees were hit in the making of this video. Alright, let's just recover Vessel. Our mission was accomplished. We got him back. So what do you guys think? Mohole flyby, or start working on our or start working on now what is it? What? Our solar relay, that's what it's called. Okay. I don't know where my head's at today. Because I believe I do have a solar relay prototype sort of set up. So let's open Kraken Drive, Minmus 2, Minmus 1, Nuclear Tug, Rescue Lander, Solar Relay. So this is kind of my solar relay mock-up right now, where I'm not sure if these Dawn engines are really good enough to reposition these into a synchronous orbit after we drop them off from a larger carrier. So I'm especially with this much mass, this is a lot of mass. So I think that honestly, this was a very, very stupid. Oh God, what have I done? What have I done? All right, let's just put this out there. Here, let's just open it up again. Don't save. Okay, let's set to reroute here. Take that off. Okay. Engines, fuel tanks. Not that. That's not what we're looking for. I saw something and I'm like, ooh, I can touch it. All right, let's see here. Set to diameter. I think this is 2 meter size. No, it's 1.5. Okay. 1.5 liquid fuel. No, it's even smaller than that. All right. Okay, and let's see here. Got lots of stabilizers. All right. This is Pug is maybe good enough. Oh, Shortline, thank you very much for the follow. Let's see. This Delta V not here, but in a vacuum. 929. I'm home from Nerdfest. Well, welcome back, I guess. Hmm. This is almost definitely overkill, right? It's gotta be. How was Nerdfest? Any good acquisitions? Blah. I'm gonna fill up my water, and I'm gonna come and look back at this with some fresh eyes, and figure out if I hate it, or if I'm just being stupid and petty. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And I hate this. I definitely hate this with a burning passion. This is just way too much power. Way too much rotational force, way too much power. Okay, let me... Okay, what's our core? Our core... Octo 2. Alright. That's more power than we need. Hey, Satan. How much energy? 1,000. 2,000 should be enough. Electric charge, 15. Rigid attachment. How's Southern enjoying space? Quite a bit, actually. Southern has been very good, though he's been quite quiet. Alright, so, comms, we need electrical generation. Retractable is unnecessary. This should honestly be enough. But I think I'm gonna go for what do you guys think? Is that enough? Needs a little space helmet? Oh, he totally does. It's nice to see you back on Kerbal. I love being back on Kerbal. Looks like a ceiling fan. I don't disagree. However, we're gonna need, how much delta V do we actually need to set our orbit around the sun? So let's see. Kerbal synchronous orbit. Synchronous orbit. Resonant orbit calculator. Kerbal space program. Kerbal. Number of satellites. I prefer 4. Moho. Yeah, Kerbal. And let me see. Resonant orbit. Synchronous orbit. Okay. 1,721.31 meters per second to achieve this. Whew. 4-satellite constellation. My tummy hurts. It's sad. I'm so sorry. So we may need a bigger engine. Or more fuel. Thank you so much for the head pads. I love your face. Love you so much. Do 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 do. Alright, let's see. That's too big. That's too big. There we go. 7, 1781. Still not enough. So let's change the color of this. This is ugly. There we go. Fuel tanks. We're going to grab some of these. And we're just going to make a little belt. You're doing stuff with your mom? Give her a nice big hug for me. Alright, I like this. This is sitting at 2540, which gives us a lot of extra room for our... Okay, and then we're gonna go... Okay, we're gonna rotate our entire functioning craft just to make sure. No, we're back. So that we can tuck these nicely. There we go. And then we're just gonna take this one, remove from symmetry. And this will be more than enough. There we go. Let's just get a nice little look here. Silver could be nice, but honestly, I like the black and gold. I love black and gold too much in this game. Excuse me. Ion engine on it? You think? My original plan for this had an ion engine. But we can try that. Oh, that's the wrong engine. Set this to 4 times symmetry. So that fits with the rest. That is a lot of ion energy. Where it going? This is going to be a solar relay. In geosynchronous orbit of the sun. Oh, welcome to the Discord server. Okay. Questionable, but okay. What? Okay, what's questionable about it? Okay, just tell me. Just so that we have a nice relay, so that the sun never gets in the way of our comms. You know, basic stuff. I don't know. Seems fun. I wanted to do this for a while. Or we could just launch a few of them and they just orbit the system and we call it a day, basically. Just leave a few around a couple planets and you're done. Yeah, fair. We could send this one to Moho if we want. This is somehow less Delta V. How is your Delta V stats? Alright, let me think. Include cosine losses. Let's just say Duna. Kilometers above Duna, 13,399. Thrust to weight ratio 2.6. Let me think. I need some water. Oh, also, I should rotate this back to a proper angle again. So in a vacuum, we're looking at 0.8 TWR. This thing is way too heavy to be using ion engines, isn't it? But also, if we thrust limit this down to like 8, Ion engine's kind of dumb but funny. Yeah, fair. Let me just add an engine plate. Payload, coupling, engine plate, short. Oh, this does not attach to an engine plate. Interesting. Put an ant engine on it? Yeah, that's probably the right choice. Where is the ant engine again? Ant engine. That is more delta V right now. I'm gonna be honest. That's equating to more delta V than than the ion engine. So, all right, let's see here. I think Pug. I think Pug is the right choice. Or it could be Spark. No, I think Pug. Job owes you a lot of money, which you're impatiently waiting for. Fair enough. Or I could do Terrier. Because I had to buy a bunch of shit at the store for things. Oh, yeah. I like Terrier here, but Pug has better efficiency. Now, let's see. Is there anything else that I might want to... Oh. Service airlocks. Utilities. Any other utilities I might want on here? I don't think so. All right. Save it like this. And let's take it for a little test flight. Just because that's fun. enough to get off the ground until we want physics warp. Definitely doesn't have enough to lift itself. Blah, 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 blah. We know this. Let's see if it's just the weight of the fuel or if it's the weight of the rest. No, it's the weight of all this. Craft information. Without that, that's the vessel info. 1.635 tons. Okay. I probably should have just checked that beforehand, but you know what? I don't care. Don't bother. I know. I just wanted to revert to VAB. I feel a shit coming on. That's unfortunate. I'll try to play as much as I can before I blow my bowels out. So, okay. There are going to be at least 3 of these on what we're going to be using. That is going to be a challenge. Grab some utility. Now, where is it? Maybe it wasn't in utility. Go shit deer. You better, okay. I'm not. I don't have to. I don't have to put up with this. I'm going on BRB. Bleh. Okay, I'm back. I'm so sorry. I survived. I survived. I'm sorry that took so long. Life is full of immeasurable challenges. And that was one of them. Don't call me stinky, by the way. Rude, first of all. Second of all, rude. Okay. And what we're gonna do... Deer is looking mighty touchable tonight. Excuse me? What does that mean? Ah. Okay. So, what I can do is... Swear to God, you guys are silly. Okay, let's get to... Boom, boom, ba-dum, ba-dum. Should be a divisional engine plate somewhere. Oh, you know what? It's probably in structural. Okay, so... No, those aren't nearly big enough. So what I'm going to need is going to be nice. Give me a coupler. D12 decoupler should be good. Stack separator. Come on. We want to set the force percent to 0. But yes, I assure you guys I am entirely untouchable. What did the deer do to Jeb? I got him back, actually. I should probably change the title. Where is that? Oh, right. Okay, let's set this to... Duna array. Done. All right, I should have. That should be changing the title properly. Now, something else. So, This is always where these get a little bit. It's gonna be a Duna array. Now, I'm gonna see if I can do something. Yeah, no. Which means... we're gonna have to drop these off in a payload system. How big of a payload system are we gonna need? Very, very large. Understood. Duna array? I'm so confused. Let's go for this. Structural tube, no. Is there any form of... We have engine plates. Heat shields, blah, 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 blah. There's gotta be something big enough to carry one of these. Take off the shroud? No. Gang, I'm in a bit of a pickle. Just a bit, so don't worry too much for me. However, a pickle it is nonetheless. Okay, let's center here. Go back to our grab. Control Z. This here. Rotate. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go with the move tool. Okay. And then this. There's no way this works, right? Like, there ain't no way. Okay, let's go. Payload. 2.5. 5 meter. Oh my god. There's no way that this works. Okay. There's no way. These all have a force percent of 0. Okay. Very big. Weird that it always looks like that. Alright, let's see here. Oh, I'm so curious what that's like. Oh, the size of some of these, they're so big. That's crazy. Okay. Try out the mammoth. See how that looks here. Okay, we're sitting on 4,000 at a 1.80 ISP in altitude of Kerbal. So theoretically, this should be able to get us into atmosphere. But just to be careful, Grab some big ol' SRBs. Coupling. Set these to 4 times radial symmetry. Grab ourselves some, not Pollux, could be Thoroughbred. Yeah. Grab some aerodynamics. All right. What do we think? Do you think this is going to be able to make it? Auto strut. Auto strut. Auto strut. Auto strut. Auto strut. And auto strut. That should be enough for there. But we want this all auto strutted and this auto strutted. Reroute. And let's name this Duna Relay 1. Save. And let's try launching it and see how it does. So not great. But I do just like setting the rocket off and watching it fly. We're hitting a decently high speed right now. Drop off our SRBs. Hmm. So we can more than escape Kerbin's orbit. All right. You almost have the new US jet in War Thunder? That's awesome. $45,000 research points left to unlock. Very nice. Sarna. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Let's revert back to vehicle assembly. And I think we're going to have to raid out right away, unfortunately. I have some stuff going on. And I'm going to have to wrap up stream. But this is a... Honestly, I was not expecting this... this shroud to be this effective. And I have someone I want to raid out to. Let's raid out to Fox. Fox is playing some Balatro. And we love Balatro around here. It says they're playing Balatro. Oh, Tori's hanging out. I haven't raided Tori in ages. Okay. Yeah, let's raid Tori. Tori's an IRL friend. We love Tori around here. And we're gonna raid out to her. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry I had to go for so long. I appreciate you guys so much. And thanks for hanging out.